The fourth race of the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series season is in the books. We raced at Phoenix today, the first kind of traditional oval circuit of the season. So let's check out our statistical review. It was a Joe Gibbs Racing sweep as Eric Almirola roughed up Alex Bowman for the Phoenix Xfinity win yesterday, and of course Christopher Bell winning tonight at Phoenix. He is the first driver in the next gen/Gen 7 car to win 3 races in a row, which I thought was really interesting. Man, he has been on a tear to start the season. We have now run 10 races between NASCAR's top 3 series. That's of course the Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Cup Series, and Ford is still yet to win a race. It is tied 5-5 between Chevy and Toyota, although Toyota does have the 3 Cup Series wins to Chevrolet's 1. Taking a quick look at drivers who have won this race in the Gen 7 car, of course last year it was Christopher Bell. He had a great season leading the series in some categories like top 5s and top 10s, but had a round of 8 exit. Bell of course has equaled his 3-win total from last year in only 4 races this season. 2 years before that it was William Byron. He had a Final 4 appearance and was top 3 in the series in wins, top 5s, and top 10s. And in the first year of the Gen 7 car, of course, it was Chase Briscoe who kind of had that fluke win here. He only managed 6 top 5s and 10 top 10s, but he had a round of 8 run, which was really awesome. So a couple of good guys in this category who have won this race in the Gen 7 car. One uncharted car this weekend, it was of course Katherine Legge making her Cup Series debut. She is the first woman to run a NASCAR Cup Series race since Danica Patrick at the 2018 Daytona 500. Started dead last in this one and finished 30th, kind of had some issues early on in the race, but still cool nonetheless to see another female try a Cup race. Byron joined our list of Reddick, Blaney, and Briscoe as pole winners this year. I know we're only 4 races deep, but we have still not had a repeat pole winner in 2025. We've run 8 stages and there have been 8 different stage winners. We have not had a repeat winner, of course Byron and Bell winning the stages today. Bell is the first driver to win a stage and a race in the same weekend, which I thought was pretty cool, but still looking for someone to jump ahead of everyone else by winning their second stage of the season. Where's Martin Truex Jr. when you need him? That brings us to our stage points top 10. We have 2 new additions to the list this week. Christopher Bell in 6th place with 25 points, and Ryan Preece jumping in at 9th with 18. I should mention Alex Bowman also has 17 points and is tied with Kyle Larson for 10th, but Kyle Larson does have the stage win, so I put him on the board instead. Blaney with a 3-point lead over William Byron and his teammate Joey Logano, and 2 of the 323.11 cars rounding out our top 5. For our top 5 in laps led, Joey Logano takes the lead in that category, almost 100 more than next place with 207 to Christopher Bell's 114. Cindric and Byron both over the 100 mark, whereas Josh Berry is in 5th place with 56 laps led. Michael McDowell is the first driver this season to earn 2 Xfinity fastest lap points. He is ahead of AJ Allmendinger and Kyle Larson, who are the other 2 drivers who have managed to get that extra point this season. Alright, let's jump into our teammate battles. First up, we have Joe Gibbs Racing, who went 1-2 today with Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin, of course. Christopher Bell taking a 3-1-0-0 lead at Joe Gibbs Racing. Ty Gibbs and Chase Briscoe both running into issues in this one, finishing 25th and 35th respectively. All 4 Hendrick cars are in the top 10 for the first time this season. Kyle Larson finishing 3rd, William Byron and Alex Bowman in 6th and 7th, and Chase Elliott rounding out the top. It is now a 2-2 tie between William Byron and Kyle Larson at the top of Hendrick. Elliott and Bowman still yet to lead Hendrick in a race. An awesome day for Josh Berry eats into Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s lead in the single car teams with his 4th place run. Stenhouse was in 21st, Cody Ware finished in 24th, and Cole Custer took some damage in the big one early in the race and finished 32nd. Over at RFK Racing, Chris Buescher takes a 3-1-0 lead with a top 5 run. Ryan Preece looked really good early, just couldn't close it out. He finished in 15th position, and Brad Keselowski collecting crash damage, finishing 33rd. A solid day for both Childress cars, Kyle Busch coming home in 8th and Austin Dillon in 12th. Kyle Busch taking a 3-1 lead here at RCR. Again, don't think this one's going to be close, but Dillon managed to close the gap a little bit this weekend, which is great. The only Front Row Motorsports car not to finish in the top 10 last week gets it done this week, Zane Smith finishing in 9th position. He takes a 2-1-1 lead at Front Row Motorsports. Todd Gillen finished in 17th and Noah Gragson in 26th position. None of the Trackhouse racing cars managed a top 10 finish today. Ross Chastain was the closest in 11th position. He takes a 2-1-1 lead at Trackhouse. Suarez finished in 23rd, and Shane Van Gisbergen finished in 31st. It looked like Blaney was going to be able to stretch out the Penske battle to 4-0. His engine said otherwise. Joey Logano gets the top car spot for the first time this season with a 13th place run. Austin Cindric in 19th, and of course Ryan Blaney finishing down in 28th position. For the second week in a row, Ty Dillon gets in some early trouble and still manages to beat AJ Allmendinger. He is up 3-1 in this teammate battle with his 16th place finish today. AJ Allmendinger a few spots behind him in 22nd. John Hunter Nemechek, the only driver in the field to have a 4-0 lead on their teammate or teammates. He finishes 14th ahead of Eric Jones in 18th. I know there were a couple pack racing tracks to start the season, but this is really impressive that he has managed to get up 4-0 on Jones. It'll be interesting to see if Jones can close up as we go to a few more traditional ovals over the next few weeks. Pretty disastrous day for 23XI when the car that finishes 20th is the top of your team. That is, of course, Tyler Reddick taking a 3-1-0 over at 23XI. Bubba Wallace finished in 29th, and Riley Herbst did not finish 17th this week. He finished 37th in dead last. Similarly, disastrous for Spire. Their top car was in 27th position. That was Michael McDowell. He takes a 3-1-0 lead at Spire. Justin Haley was in 34th, and next to last was Carson Hocevar in the number 77. The rookie of the race battle is now equal to 2. Again, we're going to a few more traditional ovals, so it'll be interesting to see who's able to kind of pull ahead here. I thought, the pack racing tracks were in Herbst's favor, the road course was in Van Gisbergen, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to this one over the next few weeks. For our biggest points movers, our big winner was Josh Berry, moving from 33rd to 21st in the points, getting himself firmly in the playoff points bubble. And our biggest loser was Justin Haley, going from 23rd to 30th in points. Again, I tried a couple new things with the format here. If there's anything you want to see added, please drop a comment. I know the lap sled thing, top 5, I might extend that to top 10, but let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.